Hi, I'm Joey M, and welcome to Chefs. We're back here for our 7th year here at Chefs, and we're going to take you back in the kitchen today, and we're going to show you some great recipes that we do here at La Piazza. But we're going to do something a little different this year. We're going to make a dessert, which we never did before in Chefs. So come back in the kitchen here, and we're going to cook to your heart's content. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take it back to some of these simple dishes that we have at La Piazza. And probably one of our all-time favorites here is our Sicilian chicken. It's sistered with our Sicilian galamad, but this is where it all started, with the Sicilian chicken. So we're going to show you how to do it from scratch. What you're going to do right now, you're going to get 2 pieces of chicken. This is very easy. I mean, if you count for how many people you're going to have in your house, you can do this very easily. All you want to do, dredge your chicken a little bit in the flour like this. And what we're doing, this way we can fry it or saute it, which I'm going to show you how we're going to do this in a minute. Alright, we got this ready. We got a pan nice and hot over here. We're going to put some olive oil on the pan. And we're going to put our chicken, we're going to start our chicken off. See that? Okay. Now you want to get both sides kind of brown. Lightly brown. Nothing major. I got this recipe from the place down in South Philly years ago. They taught me, but I mastered it. We're going to add some garlic. Probably, that's plenty. Got a good tablespoon of garlic, fresh garlic in there. I'm going to let that kind of sizzle in there with the oil. We're going to add mushrooms. Oil cured black olives, capers, cherry peppers. Now, we'll put this back on the stove, and you're going to kind of let this all work together. All these flavors are going to start working together. And of course, no dish will be complete without butter. And white wine. Now that's all it takes. And we have a little lemon butter. Not much, just a little bit for an extra flavor. And I'm going to add a little stock. Now all you need to do with this, you're just going to walk away from it for a couple minutes, maybe about 5 minutes. And all you wanted to do is reduce. This will all get thick and incorporate for you, and then you just serve it. And you can put it aside, cook it ahead of time, put it on a platter, or keep it in the pan, then reheat it, or put it in the oven, and then you bring it right to the plate. We're going to do a very popular dish here we do here at La Piazza. It is our cioppino. It's a blend of seafood, mussels, galamad, clams, shrimp, scallops, and colossal crab meat. Done in a spicy tomato gravy, tomato sauce, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it gravy. We're going to start with olive oil. And this pan is sizzling hot, as you can see. Now what's going to happen, this garlic's going to burn fast, so you got to be quick about it. We're going to throw our mussels in, our clams, our tomatoes, calamari, our shrimp, and our scallops. And we're going to salt it up. Pepper, a little hot pepper. I like a little bit more than just a little. We're going to put parsley, Italian parsley, fresh basil, and white wine. Plenty of it. Now we're going to let that simmer. And we'll finish that off in a minute. That's going to take about 5 minutes to get all together, but it'll come out the best.
I had the salmon. It was sensational. It was cooked perfectly. This is our favorite place to come. We're here every week.
This is starting to work together now. Now what I'm going to do is add some marinara sauce. Because marinara sauce is probably the fastest sauce you can make. Some oil and garlic, some herbs, and bingo, you got it. And it's quick for the dinner. You got some company coming over, open up a can of your favorite tomatoes, and you get your oil and garlic working. Some seasonings of this. Alright. That's all working together. We're going to add the crab meat at the very end, because you don't need it. Crab meat's already cooked, so all you got to do is just put it in there to get it warmed up and it's done. One dish we do have done is the Sicilian chicken. So I'm going to take that over there. I'm going to taste it to make sure it's right before it goes out. Okay. These are our chickens. 4-ounce pieces of chicken. And this is the way it would get served in the restaurant. And your sauce. You gotta smell this. I've been saying this for 7 years on Chef. I just want to make sure it's right. I don't want a big piece, I just want to taste it. The olives, the capers, the cherry peppers, the wine, the butter, it's just bursting in your mouth, really. Incredible. You don't think I look like this for nothing, do you? I've been tasting food for 30-some years. This is what happens. A little bit of white wine. Can't beat it. Okay, we're going to add our crab meat. It's colossal crab meat. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Nice big lumps. I'm going to drop it right in the gravy or the sauce. Blend it in there. And that's ready to come up in a couple minutes. You know what? We're going to have over spaghetti. How's that? Come over here. Come over here. He felt sorry for me. He says, I'm going to let you do this today. Because he wanted me to lose some weight in this freaking heat. We're sweating, aren't we, pal?
Yep.
Unbelievable. But Tony does it all, believe me. Him and the rest of my guys here, they keep this whole place together for us. And we're one hell of a team. Are we?
Yeah, we are, man.
All right. All right, I'm going to need you, so don't go too far. Okay. Now we got our spaghetti. This is the cioppino. This is a mound of seafood. This gravy. Unbelievable. Look at that. When I tell you, fit for a king, that's what this is. Now, I'll tell you what. I can't wait to let this go out to the dining room, so I'm going to try a little bit of this, too. Get my... And the macaroni's going to tell it all. Let's see what we got here. I'm doing this without my spoon. I can't do this. If you remember over the years, I always said, do it with a spoon. Look at that. Look at that. I had to go back for seconds. Oh. I can't wait to go sit down and eat the rest of it. Now I'm going to take it to a dish. It's probably, for Italians, it's like their national anthem. It's probably the simplest dish that you could ever come across. And you know, when I was a kid, I remember a lot of people coming over to the house, my grandparents, and my grandmother, first thing would say, put the pot on. No gravy, nothing out. They would just make a pot of aioli. And a lot of people are used to doing spaghetti with garlic and oil. This is just a little bit of a twist different the way we did it growing up. I want to share it with you guys. Simple, simple, simple. Oil. And we're going to do garlic. Lots of it. Now we'll put it on the stove. The whole trick to garlic, and always remember this, I say this all the time, sweat it. Get those flavors out. You don't want to eat raw garlic. You want to have the garlic, the flavor extracting. You see that extracting? The oil's getting on the cloudy side. It's all the flavors coming out. Starting to brown. You don't want to burn it. Then it becomes bitter. Garlic could be very sweet if it's cooked properly. Now, parsley. People say parsley has no flavor. It's true for the most part. But if you use Italian parsley, it definitely has a little bit of flavor. Parsley. Hot pepper. And I put a lot in there. Salt. Don't be afraid of the salt. You don't want to overkill it, but you just a little black pepper. All right? Now you're going to put that back on. All right, what I'm taking is some pasta water right out of the pot. Now the pot's all the way down here, so I can't grab the pot that easily. See that? That's water, but that's because of the oil. Now, you want to taste it for salt. I'm going to put this with orzo right now. That's right, orzo. And you watch. Put this right in. A little love on the plate. The simplest things are the best. Oh yeah. Now we're going to do an appetizer special here at Piazza. Very simple. Most people can do this very easily. The only thing you may have a hard time doing is getting the red long hots. Alright, right now we're going to heat our pan up. Again, olive oil. And we're going to start with some garlic. And the ever so popular broccoli rabe. Going to put a little salt, not much, because we're going to do something. We're going to add something else to this. A little salt, and we don't have to add any hot pepper. A little black pepper. And we're going to add prosciutto. So as this is working, I'm going to put some prosciutto in there. Now this is prosciutto Parma. This is the top of the line when it comes to prosciutto. Now all these flavors are working together. And I'm going to tell you, with that prosciutto, it's like having bacon. You know what bacon does for your food. Flavors it gets. Well, prosciutto, the same thing. Not the same as bacon, but the same concept. Gives you that extra flavor. And now we're going to take some longhorns. These things, sometimes are not so hot. Sometimes they are. It's an elegant appetizer, but simple. Looks fancy, but it's not. What do we do this in? 2 minutes flat? That's all? Maybe 3 minutes? There you go. Oh, mamma mia. Look at that. It's not too bad for your health either. Because it's olive oil, prosciutto is pretty lean. Look at that. Loaf of bread, glass of wine, you're set for the night.
This is the gnocchi and spinach with garlic and oil, and it's the best around. The food here is the best Italian food on the island, hands down.
La Piazza, where cooking comes from the heart. Now that's amore.
We're going to take you right now down to a dessert that we do here. And we just started to do it. We only do it for Easter time, but we had such a demand for it, now we keep it on the menu all the time. It's our ricotta cheese pie. No crust. It's a great tasting pie. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. And just follow me. It's very simple to do. You get 6 eggs, 6 large eggs, and you just crack them open. Did I say 6? I meant 8. 8 large eggs. It's a very rich dessert, but it's got a great taste to it and full of fat and cholesterol. But who's counting? All right, now we're going to get 2 cups of sugar. All right, and you're going to beat the sugar and the eggs together. We got this whipped together. Now what you want to add, you're going to add 3 pounds of ricotta, okay? And you can use your own favorite brand, whatever brand you want to use, no particular brand. All right. Got 3 pounds of ricotta. You're going to use 3 8-ounce packets of cream cheese. 2 tablespoons of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, and you're going to put about 2 tablespoons of flour. What that's going to do is going to help to hold this whole thing together. We'll start to whip this in. You're going to smell this lemon. That's the whole thing to this whole pie. Now you got this whipped together, you're going to add about 1.5 cups of milk. You could use cream, half and half. I like to save a little bit on the cholesterol if I can. What you want to do is incorporate all this. It'll be like a batter. All right, we got this all whipped together. And what you want to do, you want to take like a 12-inch spring pan, grease it, and then flour it. Dust it with flour. Pat it all out. You're going to pour this in here. And what's going to happen when you bake this in the oven, you're going to put this in the 350-degree oven, preheated, for about an hour and 20 minutes. Now when you check on this pie will be probably about an inch higher than this pan. Don't panic. Don't move it, don't shake it. It'll be like a souffle. It'll rise. You're going to shut the oven off. You're going to let the pie cool in the oven for about another half hour, 45 minutes. It'll settle back down. Take it, you chill it, put it in the refrigerator for a couple more hours, about 3 hours, 4 hours, or overnight's the best way. And you're ready to take the spring off the sides and you cut it and you serve it. And you can put fruit on it, whatever you want to put on it. Now I'm just going to put a little cinnamon on top. And believe me, when you serve this pie, we'll be talking about it for weeks. Now that it's all said and done, we got our cheesecake. This is a perfect way to top off your night. Little after dinner drink and some homemade ricotta pie. Oh my. Oh. Simply the best. Remember, at La Piazza, where cooking comes from the heart. Now that's amore. When the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool, that's amore. Oh, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, Signore. Excuse me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.